Today we're talking about similar shapes. As you can see in this picture of these pyramids in Egypt, all the pyramids look like the same shape, except some of them are bigger than others. We've been talking about congruent shapes, which are shapes that are the same except they are moved or rotated or reflected. Similar figures, on the other hand, are figures that have the same shape, but they're not necessarily the same size. So they might be smaller or larger than the original shape. As you can see with these turtles, the top turtles are congruent. The one on the right looks like it's been translated and maybe rotated a little bit, but it is the same size as the original turtle on the left. The bottom turtles, however, are similar shapes. The one on the right is bigger than the one on the left, but it's proportionally bigger. The head is the same size as the shell, just like the one on the left. The head isn't ginormous in a small shell. It still looks like the same turtle, just bigger. So as we look at similar shapes, we're going to solve for the missing sides, and we're going to use the cross multiply just like we did in the last video. So here we have a triangle that's sides equal 3, 4, and 5. Our new shape, this side is 6 units long. So if we want to find the bottom length, we can set it up just like before. 3 over 4 equals 6 over x. So we can cross multiply this, and 6 times 4 gives us 24 equals 3x. So as we solve for x, 3 divided by 24 gives us 8. So we know that the bottom equals 8. So to find out our missing side, we can take 3 over 5 equals 6 over x. We cross multiply and we get 30 equals 3x. As we divide by 3 to solve for x, we get x equals 10. So we know the missing side, or the hypotenuse of the triangle, is going to equal 10. And just to refresh our memory real quick, the reason we took 3 over 4 is because we were trying to find this side. We had 3, which was this side. We put that on top, over 4, which was the side that we were trying to find on our new shape. So we put 6, which was the similar side, over x, which is the side that we were trying to find, which is how we got 8. On the second one we solved, we took 3 over 5 because we knew that 6 and 3 were similar sides. So we took 3 over 5, which was the side we were trying to find on our new shape, over equals 6 over x, because x was the side that corresponded with the 5. Okay, let's try another one. On this one we have a rectangle. We know the height is 3 and the width is 5. On our other shape we only know that the height is 7. So we're going to take 3 over 5, which is given on our original shape, and then we're going to say that equals 7, because 7 corresponds with 3. So 3 was on top in our first part of the problem, so 7 has to be on top because it corresponds with that side, over x, because we don't know what the width is. So we cross multiply 5 and 7. We end up with 35 equals 3x. Now we're going to divide each side by 3, and we're going to end up with 35 over 3, which that can reduce to 11 2/3. Okay, you try this one. Pause your video now and find the 2 missing sides. We know that the bottom corresponds, 4 corresponds with 8. So if we were trying to find the side, we can do 8 over 10 equals 4 over x. So we can cross multiply and we get 40 equals 8x. As we divide by 8, we'll get x equals 5. So we know the side equals 5. To get the top, we could have multiplied, cross multiplied, and had 8 over 6 equals 4 over x. Or we could just look at it and say 4 is half of 8, 5 is half of 10, so we know that the top is going to be half of 6. So we know the top is going to be 3. Sometimes you can just look at the shape and look at the points that are given and know that it's doubled it or 1.5 times it. Sometimes you do have to cross multiply. Here's your homework for tonight. Just 2 shapes and find the missing sides. Have a nice night.